Hey guys, Mr. Graves here. I'm going to do a video about dividing fractions. The reason I thought about this yesterday was because when I was doing um, the um, the example about distributing distributing on the outside of the of when I believe I was solving for a slope, not to multiply. I was like, okay, well, unfortunately, I thought y'all would know how to divide fraction, but I guess some people don't, which is fine. It's no worries. I will quickly show us how to do that. So the thing we have to remember about fractions is that we have to remember something called KCF, keep change flip. Some people like to call it Kentucky Country Fried to remember. I don't do that. I don't really care too much for fried chicken. But still, you can remember about KCF, keep change flip. So what do I mean by that? So the first one here, 9/10 divided by 1/3, I'm going to leave the 9/10 just the way it is. So that's what the K stands for. Keep it the way it is. I'm going to change the dividing to multiplication. And then I'm going to flip the last fraction. So that means the 3 is going to come on top, and the 1 is going to come on the bottom. And now I'm going to go ahead and multiply 9 times 3 and 10 times 1. 9 times 3, of course, is 27. 10 times 1 is 10. Now, obviously, I can do mental math. 10 goes into 27 2 times with a remainder of 7/10. So I have my answer here. We'll do another one. This time I'm going to use different colors to illustrate the examples, what happens. So I have 1/6 divided by 2/10. So, okay, I'm going to leave this one the way alone. So when I do that, I'm going to leave the 2/10. Sorry, not the 2/10, the 1/6 the way it is. I'm going to now apply the C for the change. I'm going to change the division to multiplication. And then I'm going to flip the other fractions. I'm going to flip the 10/2. I'm going to 2/10. So 10 is on the top and 2 is on the bottom. And now I'll just simply go ahead and multiply, right? 1 times 10 over 6 times 2. I know 1 times 10 is 10. 6 times 10 is 60. I can finally simplify both of these fractions by 10, which will leave me an answer of 1/6. Oh, the irony. I started off with 1/6 and I ended up with 1/6. That's what I love about math. It's like there's so many different ways to do stuff. Okay, let me do a couple more. Actually, I'm going to do the whole thing since I have no life anyways. I just do math all day. So I'm going to do the same thing again, keep, change, flip. And while I'm doing this, I might as well just have some fun with it and do it all in different colors. Flip, the 10 is on top and now 2 on the bottom. By the way, when we talk about flipping things, flip is another word for reciprocal. So, a teachable moment, right? A reciprocal of 4/2 would be 2/4. And a reciprocal of 3 would be 1/3, because if you just write a denominator on there and just flip it, right? You still get the same thing. So if you like to play with numbers and turn them upside down like you do with Lego pieces and with Tetris, you can enjoy doing that with fractions. Okay, so knock this out. It'll be 1 times 10 divided by 7 times 2. There's going to be 10/14, which simplifies to 5/7. Then my second favorite color, red, KCF, keep, change, flip. I'm going to leave the 1/4 the way it is. I'm going to change the dividing to multiplying. I'm going to flip it so the 6 is on top and the 5 is on the bottom. 1 times 6 gives me 6. 5 times 4 is 20. Simplify both of these by 2, and I get 3 over 10. So really start putting a box and a check mark on my answers, like I tell y'all to do. Okay, number 5, same thing, 6 over 9. Same stat, KCF, keep, change, flip. So people actually like to call this LCF, lead, change, flip. That works out fine too. 9 over 8. I'm gonna get 6 times 9 is 72. No, sorry, 6 times, wow, that's crazy. 6 times 9 is 54. Wow. This is how you know it's been a long day. And 9 times 8 is 72. If I divide these both by 2, half of 54 is 27. And half of 72 is 36. I can simplify again by 3, can't I? Yeah. I'll divide these both by 3. So then I'll get 9 over 12. I can simplify it again by 3 as well. I'm going to have 3 over 4. So all enough, you could have actually simplified 54 and 92 by, I think you could have done it by 9, or you could also have done it by, I think by like 16 or something, but it's been a long day and I don't feel like thinking too much when it comes to my math right now. Okay, same thing, KCF, keep, change, flip. 5/6 times 3 over 2, or 3 halves, which gives me 15 over 12. I can simplify both of these by dividing them both by 3. So I get 5 over 4, which is the same as 1 1/4. I do not like improper fraction. I don't know why. Like, I've always preferred my mixed numbers or regular fractions when it comes to when it came to my math. And then the final one here, KCF. I'm gonna leave the 2/3 the way it is, change the dividing to multiplying, and flip it so the 12 is on the top and 9 is on the bottom. 12 times 2 is 24. 27. Simplify both of these by 3 to get 8 over 9. So this is actually the nice, easy one right here. This is the easy part. Now, you guys know, as in with math, everything becomes harder as you move down it's almost like, if you ever played Borderlands, right? That it starts off nice and easy, and then as you get through level past level 10, it just becomes ridiculously hard. So this is an example of things that become ridiculously hard. So I'm going to show you guys how to divide these portions. Now, obviously, these are example of what is called a mixed number. Drink some water. Mixed number. So a mixed number, guys, is a number that has both a whole number. Oops, wow. This is how you know I am not an English teacher. Whole number and a fraction. So if you have a number like 1 3/4, that's an example of a mixed number because it holds number and a fraction. Now, when we try to convert from a mixed number to a whole number, we need to remember about a little something called Texas. Yes, Texas, one of the biggest states in the United States. Even with the complex of Texas, we have to remember about PEMDAS, right? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And we always multiply first before we add. So to convert, I'm going to do 1 times 4 plus 3 over 3. So when I do that, I get 1 times 4 is 4, plus 3 is 7/3. So 7/3 is equivalent to 1 3/4. Oh, sorry. Wow. I made a huge mistake. That should not even been a 3. That should have been a 4. I just caught myself. See, we all make mistakes. Even the math teachers make mistakes. So for this one here, I'm going to go ahead and convert some of these. I'm not going to do all of these, okay? Because frankly, I don't have enough time. And also, I'll try to make these videos long. So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of these. I'm going to circle the ones I'm going to do in black. I'm going to do number 2. I'm going to do number 3. I'm going to do number 5, 6, and I'm also going to do number 8. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to convert 10.5 to improper fraction using Texas. So I'm going to end up doing 10 times 2 plus 1 over 2, right? Divided by 9 times 6 plus 2 over 6. See, I kept the denominators the same. So when I do that, 10 times 2 plus 1 is going to be 21 over 2 divided by 9 times 6 is 54. That'd be 56 over 6. I need to go ahead and erase some stuff here for myself because I need the space. That's the thing about math. Like we always run out of space on the whiteboard. It's even going back to when I was a kid. All right, so I'm going to do the KCF method now. Keep, change, flip. So that means I'm going to have 21 over 2 the same way. Change to multiplying and flip the second fraction. So 6 is on the top and 56 is on the bottom. Now I just go ahead and multiply. 21 times 6 should be 126. And 56 times 2 is going to be 112. Yeah, 112. And I pray to the Lord I'm right. So you'll be really embarrassed if I mess these up, right? That means I'll be a really bad teacher. No, I did not. So I can simplify these easily by 112 goes into 126 one time, with a remainder of 14 over 112. I can simplify 14 over 112 into 1/8. So my answer is going to be 1 and 1 over 8. Again, I don't like improper fractions, so I don't even I don't even mess with that too much. All right, on the next one, number 3, I'm going to go ahead and convert that mixed number to improper fraction. Improper fractions, guys, are when the top number. In fact, let me write this out here. Improper fractions is when the top is bigger than the bottom. So example of improper fraction is like 5/3, when the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So for this one here, I'm going to do 8 times 8 plus 6 over 8 divided by 2 times 5 plus 2 5. There we go. So when I do my math, I'm going to end up with 8 times 8 is 64, plus 6 is 64, plus 6 is 70. Well, I almost made a mistake there. 70 over 8 divided by 2 times 5 is 10, plus 2 is 12 over 5. I now go ahead and apply my KCF. Keep, change, flip. So I'm going to do 70 over 8 times 5 over 12. So 70 times 5 is 350. 8 times 12 is 96. I know this is an improper fraction, of course, but I am going to be able to simplify it because they both end in even numbers, so I can divide them both by 2. So I'm going to have 175 over 48 because I divide them both by 2. And when I divide 175 over 48, it's going to give me 3. And I know 3 times 48 is 144, so that's going to be taken away from 175 is going to be 31. And I can stop here because I know 31 is a prime number. So it cannot be divisible at all. All right, let's do another one. So I can do 9 times 6 plus 5 over 6. And I'm going to do 4 times 10 plus 4 over 10. As you can see, I'm converting my mixed numbers into improper fractions first. So do my math. 9 times 6 is 54, plus 4 is 59 over 6. 4 times 10 is 40, plus 4 is 44. When I apply my keep, change, flip. So when I do that, and I'm going to have 59 over 6 times 10 over 44. So when I do my math, I'm going to have 590 on the top. And the bottom will be 44 times 6, which is going to be 264. Now, if I simplify this, 590 over 264, I'm going to get a fraction of 295. Yeah, this sucks. I have to keep erasing stuff. 295 over 132. So if I literally go ahead and divide that, I'll get 2 O's over 132. And that'd be 264 minus 295 will give me 31. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Who would have thought we'd get the same answer for number 3 as we got for number 5? Or the same denominator, the same numerator anyways. Okay, let me erase these. So this is the thing, I record my videos using Zoom, so it's like a love-hate relationship, right? With anything. All right, so number 6, I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to do 10 times 2 plus 1 over 2. As soon as this is over, I'm going to go and play my Switch and probably watch Power. I'm going to do 1 times 3 times 3 plus 2 over 3. So I'm going to have 21 over 2 times 1 times 3, 3 plus 5 over 3. I applied the KCF, keep, change, flip. Thankfully, these are much smaller numbers to work with, right? So I'm at 21 over 2. I don't know why I did that. I should have left that as division. I'm sorry. I was skipping ahead. 3/5. So 21 times 3 is 63 over 10, which is going to become 6 3/10. Now, the very last one, and I can finally stop this nightmare of math. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing again, convert the mixed numbers. So it's going to be 2 times 10 plus 2 over 10 divided by 6 times 5 plus 2 over 5. So 2 times 10 plus 2 is 22 over 10. Divided by 6 times 5 plus 2 is 32 over 5. I apply the keep, change, flip method. Leave me with 22 over 10 times 5 over 32. Gosh, they got to make it so big. So that's 320. And 22 times 5, I think that's 110. I'm sure if I should be 110. Yeah, that's right. Yay. So this simplifies to 11 over 32, and I can stop there. So that is all it takes to divide fractions. Hope it helps you guys with the Unit 3 assignments. Please, guys, if you guys need help, you can always book me for tutorial session. You guys know my office number, 512-737-3840. and I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Stay safe out there, okay? Bye, guys.